I went into detail about games I never beat as a kid, but today I'm going to go into detail about games I missed out on as a kid. I have lots of great memories playing games as a kid, but I also have memories of not playing certain games. Either because my mom didn't buy my dumb little stupid idiot baby ass the game, or I just thought it looked dumb and then realized 15 years later that it's a masterpiece game I should have played way earlier. There's many other reasons on why I missed out on some of these big games as a kid, but let me take you through and explain why I missed out on some of these series. I'm starting off pretty strong with this game. I know a lot of people grew up playing Animal Crossing, but I never heard of Animal Crossing as a kid while I was playing GameCube games. It wasn't until I was in 5th grade and I went on a field trip, and on the bus on the way there, my friend had Animal Crossing Wild World on the DS, and he went to KK Slider in the game and had him sing a custom song in which he said one of the girls in our class sucked, and it made that girl cry. So it was a pretty good introduction to Animal Crossing. I never touched the series until mid-2019, where I found Animal Crossing for the GameCube at a thrift store and bought it for dirt cheap, and instantly fell in love with it. I then pre-ordered New Horizons and I'm still playing that to this day. I also watched SuperMega play it, and it's one of the best Let's Play series I've ever seen, so go check it out. I myself owned a Wii, and I'm sure everyone else out there did too. I didn't realize until way later in life that I was missing out on so many great games on the Wii, and some of those games ended up being the Mario Galaxy series. A lot of my friends had it, and I just never borrowed it or played it at their house. I don't know why. I did play and beat Mario 64 and Sunshine, so I was really missing out on this one. I did pick up 1 and 2 on eBay for really cheap, and I've been playing through 1, and I absolutely love it so far. Just fuck those motion control levels. Should I just not even say any of this? Just be like, I don't like RuneScape. I never got into RuneScape at all. Even to this day, I've only played it once. A lot of my friends got into RuneScape hard, but there's something about it that just maybe the look didn't really intrigue me into playing it. Then I finally decided to give old school RuneScape a go, but I just didn't like it at all. But I swear I can never get rid of this game. I always hear it everywhere I go. Every fucking YouTuber always oh, I've been grinding RuneScape, or my friend messaged me, yo, I've been hitting the RuneScape again. Fuck, maybe I should give it a try. Probably won't though. It's kind of shit. Jet Set Radio is a game that I never even heard of until 15 years later after it came out. I watched a Did You Know Gaming video and just thought the game looked so cool and the soundtrack was just so beautiful, but I still have never played it to this day, or even own it. I did have to give a follow to the composer of the game, Hideki Naganuma, who just has an amazing Twitter. You should go check it out. With its spiritual successor just announced, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, with the composer being Hideki, I should definitely check out Jet Set Radio.
Oh, dude, you're drinking cum powder? Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Super Smash Bros. Is a game I wish I got into way earlier so I can be way better at it. I never got into Smash Bros. Until Smash 4. I was crashing on a buddy's couch while I was going to college, and so many late nights were stayed up fucking playing Smash 4. It was so fun. I sucked ass when I first started playing, but with a bit of practice I got somewhat good at 4, and then when Ultimate came out I've been playing that fucking at least once a week, and I've gotten pretty fucking good. But there's just been countless memories playing Smash with my friends or family, and it's just a lot of fun. We got so into it and we made a fucking belt for a tournament we held at our friend's house. It got insane. Now Kingdom Hearts might get a few people mad that I've never played it before, but fuck them. I'll play it eventually though. I didn't have a PS2 for very long as a kid, so I didn't get to play many games on it. I did buy the collection for PS4 of the Kingdom Hearts games, and I've been told by many to play it, but I still haven't fucking touched it yet. I've been told the story and kind of got all the spoilers for it, but that doesn't really affect me playing games. It doesn't ruin the story, but I just really got to commit to playing them. There's just so many of them. It's gonna take a long fucking time. Jak and Daxter is one I couldn't really play either because I didn't have a PS2 for very long. I still haven't played it because there's a lot of games that have higher priority on my list to play. I also remember that any kid that played this game at school, when they first heard my name, was like, "Oh, like Jak and Daxter?" Like, no, fuck, dude, it's an A, it's a fucking E, not an A. I fucked that up. It's an E, not a fucking A. E. I also feel like I really missed out on this game because it's like one of those games that you look back on having nostalgia for, and it's just not there for me. Fire Emblem is another game that I never really heard until way later in life, and I didn't really care about it. It wasn't until I played the Fire Emblem game on Game Boy and I got somewhat into it, and then I bought 3 Houses when it came out on the Switch, and it took me a while to get into it, but I've been playing it quite a bit recently. I got about like 28 hours into it, and it's pretty fun. I definitely wish that I got into this series a little bit earlier and played some of the ones on 3DS. Okay, this one I really don't know why I haven't played yet. Like, I've played all the Resident Evil games and just absolutely love survival horror in general, but Silent Hill was also PlayStation exclusive for a bit, and I didn't really have the PlayStation to play it at the time. But I don't even own any of the games to this day, but I definitely got to get my hands on number 1 and play them 1 to the newest. Although I do know the newest ones are kind of shit. Super Monkey Ball is a game I heard a lot about as a kid, and I knew the general premise of the game and like how to play it, I just never got around to playing it. And then I recently picked up Super Monkey Ball 2 at a thrift store, and holy shit, the minigames in it are so fun. I've been playing so much of Monkey Billiards 2 and Monkey Target 2, and it's just the best shit ever. This one I was really missing out on as a kid. Like, I really love playing party games with my brother, so I'm gonna whoop his ass at billiards after this. So before I get into the game I think everyone's going to get mad that I missed out on, I'm going to do a speed round, just like rapid fire through games that I missed out on. Banjo-Kazooie, I picked Donkey Kong 64 over it when I went to go buy a game when I was a kid, and I just never played Banjo after that. Dragon Quest, I'd never heard about at all when I was a kid, and now I just haven't picked one up myself and committed to actually playing one. Shadow of the Colossus is one I couldn't play either because I didn't have a PS2. Conker's Bad Fur Day, I thought that was a little baby game for a long time and didn't know. Katamari Damacy I never played because I just thought it looked whack. I'm sorry Matt Watson, I'll play it eventually. Perfect Dark, I just played GoldenEye instead. ChibiRobo I never even heard about until Scott the Woz mentioned it. Ace Attorney is one that I watched the anime for, but I never played the game, and I bought the collection recently, but I still really haven't touched it. There's many more games I definitely missed out on as a kid, but there's one that I think that's going to piss a lot of people off just because there's a lot of hype around this game right now. Now I know Skate has a huge fan base. I mean, there's one of the fans sitting behind the camera right now. Like, they literally had to reprint copies of Skate after its like run because there was so much demand for it. My brother is a huge Skate fan. There's tons of fucking Skate fans online. Tyler the Creator, Cold Heart, lots more, that's all I know. But I'm sorry, I'm just not one of those fans. Like, yeah, I played it a little bit, but I just never really got into it. Just kind of missed out on it. I played lots of Tony Hawk growing up, like Pro Skater 3, a little bit of Underground, but it just wasn't my thing. And I know EA just announced like a new Skate game, and there's lots of hype around that, so maybe I'll get that when it comes out. Maybe I'll get into it. But I recently picked up Tony Hawk's Underground 2, so I'm gonna go play that instead. I know there's lots of other games that I definitely never played, but some of them I don't feel like I missed out on. The games I feel like I missed out on are like ones that I played later in life and realized like, hey, I should have played this way earlier, or games that I've heard about from friends and people online that just sounded amazing, but I just missed out on them. It's great to look back on old games and get nostalgic for them, but there's always time to make new memories with old games that you maybe missed out on. Let me know in the comments if you like this style of video so I can work on maybe some more. Peace.